Toastmaster Umamaheshwari. Jump, hop, run, flow. Jump, hop, run, flow. Toastmaster Umamaheshwari.
Thank you, Toastmaster of the day. Good morning, fellow Toastmasters and guests. When I started this new pathway and I saw the same project, Icebreaker, to introduce myself, I was thinking, what should I say about me? I've told it many times. I say again and again, would it be boring to people? And suddenly I remembered the Jackie Chan's movie. That who am I? He will run fast, get up on that, jump on that big boulder, and he'll open his arms wide and shout, "Who am I?" I thought with a spark, why don't I jump on something and shout it so that I can get some content for the speech? I looked at my dining table, too high. Then the dining table chair. No, I'm not that young to jump on the chair. After further contemplation, I decided to jump on a stair. A little bit high, but at least for me to jump for my age. But my family was giving me all sorts of weird looks when I was looking on all these things. And I decided, fine, let me try to say something in a different way. Who am I? I thought of thinking a waterfall, a flow of a river, a flow of a water with my life. Surprisingly, many things match. When I was in my 20s, early 20s, when I joined the job, I was so high in all emotions, but pumping up with energy, supercharged. I decided to jump with the force like a waterfall into all things, to prove myself, to reach the pinnacle of things, whatever I do, with all sorts of tricks. Slowly, after jumping with the force, I started moving fast, but later faced with all sorts of things, like how the river faces. The rocks, the pits, the turns, everything, making it to stop or slow. I was challenged with office politics, work-home balance, resource management, even at one point of time, an year-end appraisal combined with my maternity leave. People who are in corporate can able to understand that situation. It was tempting me to stop, drop, quit. But those challenges may challenge my speed, but it never made me stop. I was flowing like the fast-moving river. Times when I faced the bigger challenge, like how the river was stopped like a dam, or trapped in a big hole, I was tempted to stop. When I quit my job, I decided maybe this is the stopping point in my life. I need to resign and accept the fate to what I am. But some factors, the support of my family, even after quitting, relocating, completely facing a new location, a new situation, new society, new surroundings, the support from my family made me think, no, this support is something like a rain, which is pushing me to move forward. It made me to face the life, to face the challenges with the grit. But now, after all those challenges, all those problems, all those things that is making me to stop, my speed may reduced and I started moving like a slow river towards my goal. This river is not something like accepting my fate or resigning, but understanding my responsibilities, assessing the life, and making me move forward along with the responsibilities. Not thinking those responsibilities as challenges or burdens, not thinking those problems are something that is stopping me. Those responsibilities are something which is helping me to understand this is not how you should look. This is how you should look. Those problems that are stopping me made me understand this is not how you should look. but this is how you should look. I remembered the dialogue from the movie One Almighty. I don't know how many of you have seen. That was one of my favorite dialogue. They used to say, if you're asking for money, will God give you money, or will God give you an opportunity to make money? If you're asking for family love, will God give you a family love or an opportunity to show your love across the challenges? If you're asking for some victory, will God just give you a victory in a silver platter? No, He will give a chance to showcase yourself and capture that victory. And I started seeing those responsibilities, problems, challenges as opportunities to show what I am. Does that mean I'm not with ambition, not with a goal or a dream? No, I'm now aware of my goal or a dream and moving towards it, but with those awareness. At least, to the least, I will have a mindset. Let me make a lemonade with those lemons. I just started my life with a full force like a waterfall in my job. I may have faced all those problems while running like a fast moving rivers. And at a point of time, I may be stopped with the dam, like quitting my job and slowly moving towards my dream. But I know I'm now moving towards my dream in a pace comfortable to me, which makes me happy what I am, but with the confidence that I'll definitely reach my dream as one of the most famous #1 publishing author and a good stage speaker. I have a confidence that I will reach that place in future. So who am I? I am like a waterfall who jumped, ran, hopped, but now moving in a slow pace, but definitely a happy water flow that will definitely reach its dream in future. Thank you. Back to you, Toastmaster.
Thank you, General Evaluator. Once again, good morning all, and special good morning to my target speaker, Toastmaster Umamaheshwari. Toastmaster Uma, to start with, you have achieved the objective of this speech. You have wonderfully introduced yourself to the audience once again in a different way. It was a pleasure listening to your flawless speech. You have fully engaged the audience with the well-constructed, well-prepared content. Metaphors always catch people easily. The way you have connected your life metaphorically with a waterfall, which faces challenges and comes to a standstill or a calm way of life as a river, that was appealing to all. And now you have very good hand gestures, voice modulation, and facial expressions, which are the need for a good speech. Also, you have given a good punch ending, answering, "Who am I?" That was interesting. So, overall, it was a very good speech. I was wondering, can there be any points of improvement for such a speech? I would like to say something about that. Can there be a single anecdote which would have added some spice to this speech? I think you have explained the flow state, that is the still river matured state, twice. Probably we could have cut it into one and added at least one anecdote, which would have left the speech perfectly, right? This is only a suggestion. This is not reducing the value or quality of the speech in any way. This is only a point of improvement. Overall, it is an exemplary speech with good vocal variety, hand gestures, well prepared and well delivered. Had it been there a room for an anecdote, it would have been the perfect speech. I wish all the best for your future speeches. Thank you. Over to the General Evaluator.